Finney or Tristan Scarborough. To bring out our fighters, here's Jeff Hobbs.
Cotton Eye Joe, it is time for your main event of the evening. And it is sponsored by Knoxville freaking Mortgage Brokers. It is for the light heavyweight Valor title, and it's scheduled for three-minute rounds. Let's welcome to the cage, Tristan Scarborough.
Tristan Scarborough is out first. He is an undefeated fighter from Greenville, North Carolina, the Fearless Fighting Camp. 76-inch reach for the light heavyweight. And his head coach, Rodrigo Galvanasi, is really helped put together a terrific fighter in Scarborough, who went to Elizabeth City State University and now undefeated in MMA. He made that 205 weight limit at 206, and he'll be opposed by Greg's teammate at Agoge Combatives in Chattanooga, Torrez the Punisher Finney. Scarborough's wins, before we get into Torrez, he has wins over Josh Cumbie. That was at Valor Fighting Challenge 75 in November. That was 3 minutes in a verbal submission in round one. Also victory over Robert Voley and Simon Unsworth. Back to Jeff.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the cage, Torrez Finney.
Torrez Finney, his one victory, a 1-0, only took 11 seconds. That was at VFC 74 in October over Antonio Holt. So you see his highlight reel is the 11 seconds of that victory. Greg, give us a breakdown of the talented Punisher out of the Agoge Combatives camp.
The talented Punisher at 5'7" and a staggering 5'7", but just as tall as he is wide. Our Finney at 22 years old, looking for that strap. He did say last time he was in the cage and he got that finish, I heard that vacant title was I'm sorry, I thought that I heard that title was vacant. Yeah. And it's going to go around my waist. Those are his exact words. It's going around my waist next time I fight. And I don't care who it is. Let's do it. Step it up. And here we are right here. Now, in contrast to that, Tristan Scarborough, 3 fights, 3 finishes, all by different methods. One by verbal submission, one by KO, and one by, what was the other one right there, Vince?
Strikes, KO, and verbal.
And is it all first rounds, or is there 1 second round in there?
No, the first 2 were a minute 15 of round 2. The second one was TKO, a minute 33 of the second round, and then the 3-minute first round over Cumbie.
So between these two guys, they spent about a total amount of less than 10 minutes in the cage, and I expect, regardless, we're going to get less than 10 minutes at 3-minute rounds, but I'm expecting less than 3-minute round, the 3-minute round in here with Tristan Scarborough with those finishes before the third, and Torrez Finney with his one finish. Both guys undefeated. 1-0's got to go. Tristan Scarborough from Fearless Fighting in Greenville. Torrez the Punisher Finney out of my home gym, Agoge. Try to not to be biased right here, but you know what? 1-0, Finney is fighting Tristan Scarborough. He's got 3 experiences in this cage, and they're all wins. You can't help but you'll wonder what's going to happen here.
Look how big he is. He is put together. 5'7", but that's all kinds of muscle. Back to Jeff.
Man is a bowling.
Fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 206.2 pounds. He has a perfect record of 3 wins with no losses. He represents Fearless Fighting out of Greenville, North Kakalaki. This is Tristan Scarborough. And his opponent fighting out of the Knoxville Mortgage Brokers blue corner. He weighed in at championship weight, 205 pounds. He has a perfect record of 1 win with no losses. He's representing Agoge Combatives out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. He is the Punisher, Torrez Finney. Let's bring this steps in the middle and make it official.
Guys, this fight is for gold. I want a good, clean fight. Respect my orders at all times. Respect each other at all times. Touch gloves. You wish to do so now. Go back to your corner. Come out ready to fight.
Cotton Joe, this is your last fight of the night. Now hear ya.
Tristan Scarborough in the black trunks, Torrez the Punisher Finney in the gray trunks. This light heavyweight championship bout for the vacant title is presented by Knoxville Mortgage Brokers. It's 3-minute rounds. Chris Bond is our referee. And we are underway at VFC 78 at the Cotton Eye Joe in Knoxville. Vince Ferrar, Christine Rickard, Greg Hopkins.
Here we go with the slam.
Oh,
nice.
My goodness. And the crowd erupts at the Cotton Eye Joe, and the onslaught is on from the Punisher. Who cares about 7 inches of disadvantage in height when you slam your man down to the mat like that?
When you picked him up over the cage, it doesn't really matter.
Whew. However, this is the longest time we have got to see Torrez Finney in the cage, and that was an explosion off the rip. Exerted a lot of energy right there. Scarborough locked around the waist. Finney standing over the top of him, trying to hammer down. And now he's locked. He actually has locked around the waist now. So
Scarborough.
And I wonder who's comfortable right here. And I did notice, I have to say, on Scarborough's left side of his cheek, it was kind of red coming in.
Yeah.
And you got to wonder who he took those shots coming from. But it was red. It may have been a smack from Mark Laws coming in the cage when he put the grease on him. But Finney right here in a very dominating fashion right here. He's got both legs cocked up. You got to watch for these up kicks though on the bottom from Scarborough right here.
Can't get over how big Finney looks. Goodness.
At 5'7", just a monster.
Corner calling for those up kicks.
There's some hammer shots coming right down.
Not sure how many.
Tristan making a good call, trying to keep a little bit of distance with that extended guard. However, how long can he hold that extended guard? That's a heavy man.
Very. Wow. But Christian's tough, man. Christian's been taking these shots, and he's all right with it right now. And Torrez standing straight up right now as Tristan is just pulling him down. There you go. Now he's starting to pull up in, making Torrez work for that position right there. And as we stand here, we are starting to see both fighters deal with some adversity right here in the gas tank level. Torrez Finney is the type of fighter who likes to sit back, relax for a second, just like Derek Lewis, and then he just explodes.
And Finney wasn't active there for a minute. I wondered if Bond was going to stand him up because he was pretty quick to do that earlier in the night. But now he's got the ground and pound going again.
What are we doing here? Another mouthpiece situation. Yep. Shout out to Chris Bond. I don't know whose mouthpiece fell out, but thank you. Save some dental issues there.
Oh, man.
Push it up.
Oh, wow. Torrez, there you go. We're going to see a second round. Light heavyweight, 205 here. Gets two undefeateds with Torrez and Scarborough going to the second round, man. I'm excited. Both guys. Here we go. Round two. Let's see it.
Final seconds of round number one. Scarborough has hung on despite being controlled in that first round.
Do we have the same explosions in round two?
Ooh. Hey, now, I mean, like, Torrez hasn't been in the second round yet, man. That's a lot of weight to carry. It's a lot of muscle carry. As we go to the instant replay right here, you can see Torrez kind of fires off with a roper right hand right here. But Scarborough coming out with a leg kick, trying to set the tone right there, and definitely did so. And right here, see him charging in, and then he gets caught right afterwards as Finney decides to put the pressure on and make the offense right here. And there it was right there was the one shot, and Finney immediately goes to the double leg, and then here's the swoop. Watch this lift right here. We were talking about frequent flyer miles. Have you ever heard of NASA? This was so high. It's out of the cage. It's out of the cage, and then slammed down right there. All right, Tristan Scarborough was able to fight through that. He's making it to the second round. Phenomenal slam from Finney. Finney shot in the first round. What are we going to see in the second?
That was a slam dunk contest with a human being, a light heavyweight.
But you take it, and that's a lot of energy picking up a heavy guy like that, super heavy guy.
And all three judges giving Finney, the Punisher, that first round. So Greg, what's the plan for Finney for the second round? What's his camp tell him?
Just watch, rinse, and repeat right here. That's all he can do.
Could be another slam on the way, and there it is.
Woo. Nice.
Took him on a tour of the cage to do it.
He didn't like that one wall. He had to use the other wall.
And as you see, Scarborough is fishing for that butt. And like I was going to say, he's leaving that head open. And Torrez, those are some big, strong arms right there, and you're going to be fishing for that.
Yeah, we're fishing for
And he's
moment.
and you got to wonder, there's some big, strong arms with Finney Torrez. Is he wasting his time, or is he going to get it?
Yeah, I don't know. With that strength from Torrez, I don't know how you get that arm.
Torrez is a two-time state champion in wrestling, wrestled at UTC, played football. It's locked up right now, though. Tristan Torrez is trying to crank it, and he's got it, but no, it's not in right now.
He's going to have to get onto one hip and try to push that back in the air.
Again, the Derek Lewis and Finney Torrez, though, right here. You know what I'm saying? He's just so strong, and that's just it's hard to compete with that right there. That was a phenomenal, Kimura from Scarborough. He had it locked in, but I mean, you got it. They're starting to sweat. They're starting to get slippery. It's easy to slip out of that kind of thing right there. And as you can see, we have seen Chris Bond stand these guys up for this kind of situation 2 times in one fight already tonight.
And
look, he's doing it again in a title fight where somebody has position. And you know what? I haven't seen Scarborough get the advantage and stand up at all, not one time tonight. Finney has been feeding that overhand right all night, and he's going to feed it again right here.
Let's see what the aftermath of standing up is. And
Nice
it's another
slam right there.
Airborne, a third time.
NASA, telling you, man. But Scarborough's going to have to reclaim that guard right here if he wants to have any part of Finney not gaining the full mount and hammering down bows. Anything, not bows, I'm sorry, but fist. Fist of flying.
So, Christina, what can Scarborough do with that big human being on top of him?
I would not continue to hold him down at this point. He needs to fish for an underhook and try to shrimp his hips out to one side. Minimum. That's the minimum we
See
need
the
to do.
dead legs right there that you were talking about, like we were talking about right there. What does he have to do right here? Those dead legs. See how he's not pressuring? The legs are dead. He's got to push. You're not going to do anything right there with somebody on top of you if you're not using your legs. That's over half your body to be pushing and helping you, and you're not doing it right now. And you got a guy like Finney Torrez on top of you. I'm sorry, man. That's heavy.
Wow. Ground and pound. Now he's trying to buck off a little bit of Scarborough. Is he willing to give up his back to try to get up? He's eating a ton of shots. Final seconds of round 2.
And
Scarborough survive.
To the last 10 seconds. He's going to make it.
We're going to have a third round.
Chris is going to jump in last second. There you go to save him. And then we're going to a third round for the light heavyweight title tonight, guys.
Wow.
How many have we had many third rounds?
No, maybe 2.
Yes, we've been to the cards a couple of times that were clear, decisive wins, but not much tonight. So here's a replay, Greg. Take us through this.
Well, right here, you're talking to the 1:50 minute, 1.5 minute. I think it's when they started him up, and he went for he ducked the shot right here, and I think he hit him with a right, and then he went and took the shot immediately. The overhand right landed, and then he clinched it under the waist.
Yeah, all 3 judges.
And here's the shot. The overcommitment from Scarborough is what really devastated him right here, and Finney was able to take that wrestling right now, but here you go. Once again, both guys, neither one has been in the third round. Neither one.
Travell Boone beat Charlie Miller, went in a split decision. That went to the judges' scorecards. And then also Ricky Clayball with a victory over Caleb Perea. Those are the only 2 that have gone the distance tonight, other than the grappling bout that went the full 10. So
talk about what you look for, though, in a title fight, in a light heavyweight main event fight here at Valor Fight in Knoxville, Tennessee, man.
So what's the gas tank of Finney going in the third round? Uncharted waters for him.
You know what he's going to do. Hey, step
Well, the double leg is pretty good right there with the sweep.
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to really give you my mulligan. I'm going to go ahead and lie and say
he answered it for you.
I thought that Finney was going to get a double leg. I wasn't sure, but he's got it. And Finney's looking to shove that shoulder right in the jaw of Scarborough as Scarborough's corner is really pushing for him. Oh, and Finney takes the mount. Now look at him to posture up. But as you can see, Scarborough is doing the right thing by trying to get him off. Too heavy on those hips right there. Too heavy. Now, I'm sorry, but Finney needs to posture up right now and start raining down some hammer fists and try to finish this off. You're in the third round with 2.5 minutes left. Scarborough's not giving up, and he's not going out easy. You're going to have to finish him.
Wow, there it is. That's what you asked for.
There it is.
A lot of unanswered shots. Chris Bond puts it into it. The new Valor Light Heavyweight Champion is the Punisher, Torrez Finney, out of Agoge Combatives in Chattanooga. Putting that in to Tristan Scarborough in the second round. His teammate Greg Hopkins called him to posture up and lay down the heavy ground and pound, and he did it. And we've got a new Valor Light Heavyweight Champion.
He said going over and taking a squat after that performance, man.
Woo.
Yes, sir.
Wow, what a performance. Dominant throughout.
Dominant, but Scarborough, talk about the chin on Scarborough. Took many shots, man. And
standing back up and just because I mean they're known, the guys of this caliber and this weight is known for gassing out quickly.
And here's this replay. Christina, take us to this dominant finish.
Oh goodness, he was being more active. When we were talking about Scarborough's dead legs earlier, but he was actually being very active and he was actively trying to fight out of this mount. However, Finney knew what he needed to do to finish this fight. He did not want to take it to decision. He just wanted to end it. So he capitalized on a really great takedown.
The 4 new champions that we have crowned tonight are 22 years old Sturdivant, 27 in Romans, 23 Lindner, who was the reigning defending, and now Finney at 22 years
All
old.
these young bucks.
Yeah.
Those kids. Look at all these kids doing this.
My goodness, and it speaks to the talent and all of the great fighters here in this area that do it out of great camps and do it so dominant early on. All right, we're ready to make it official. And our main event, an exciting one. Let's go to our main event, Jeff Hodges.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee stops this bout at 50 seconds of the third round. Your winner by TKO and the new light heavyweight Valor champion, out of the blue corner, Torrez, the Punisher, Finney!
Congratulations to Torrez Finney, 2-0, but now he's got gold to take back to Chattanooga with his family, excited in the cage. And Jeff will talk to our champ after some photos here in a moment. Greg Hopkins going to be with his teammate in the cage. Great job by Tristan Scarborough to really survive all that offense.
That was a war. He endured quite the war. And to Tristan's credit, he did not back down one time. He went right back in every time. A few techniques to work on, maybe not get so caught up in some of those takedowns.
And how about only 3 fights all night going the distance tonight?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
And such an entertaining night with different kinds of finishes. We had anything from knockouts to decisions to vomits and everything in between, seemingly. And we're not done because Jeff's going to talk to the new champ, the light heavyweight champ, the Punisher.
Torrez Finney, my man, the new Valor light heavyweight champ. Say it with me. The new Valor light heavyweight champ. Now listen, I was talking to Tim Lloyd, the matchmaker, and even at just 2-0, he's not sure what he's got for you, my man. We might have to look outside of the state of Tennessee. Your grappling is on a whole nother level, my man. But listen, at 205, you're just a couple of pounds away from maybe dipping your toe into that heavyweight division. Do you have any aspirations? If Tim can't find you a challenger at 205, we crowned a new heavyweight champ tonight that weighed in at 217. Maybe you're looking at maybe some champ status.
Let me tell you something. First, I want to thank God for this, for the opportunity. Wait a minute, just wait 1 second. First, I want to thank God, as I already said. Next, I want to thank my family for coming out, man. That's awesome. All my friends, my teammate, Agogi. We are coming. We're coming for all the divisions. Not only Balor, not only Primal Combat, NFC, AFC, heck, even WWE. It don't matter. We are coming for all the belts. But, as I said, we're coming for all the belts. So the heavyweight champ, Jesse Roman, if you want to do this, we might have to do it, baby. So guess what? So double champ, just know, in the near future, I will be having another belt on my strap. But guess what? I've always wanted to do this, and I will. But if you get some more, what the champ is cooking.
Guys, the ink ain't even dried on both of their championship title reigns, and they're ready to step in here and combine them. If you want to see it, let Tim Loy and Valor Fights know you want to see it. Champ versus